cheap. I'm wearing you down.
I don't know what's going on here.
Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker.
Hello, welcome to Pajama Balls. That's completely useless games channel.
We seem to have sprung a leak.
And we're back on
Actually.
You're gonna need a whole new lining up there.
not for broadcast. The thing went, it blew up, and I thought that basically, oh, I'm just an ass.
But that's a firm handshake you've got there.
What?
Am I here? Here.
Whoa!
On your left.
Right you are, pet.
You'll see, Dan.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's
What?
fine.
So I shouldn't touch it.
5, 4, 3.
This just got a lot harder.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
So I can't touch anything that's electric. Oh shit! Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I've got headphones on, you see.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal personality anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be.
Oh fuck!
Find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we know
There's just so much going on. It's so confusing. I can't, especially for me. I think it's big shit and twice as smelly. Oh.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really?
Oh.
It's death. She's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful.
It scares the shit out of you when you press that thing.
Oh, sorry, yes, it's camera format.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to
It's him, so we're gonna be prepared for with the swear button, with the bleep machine.
We'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
Okay, now.
That sounds...
It was awful. It was awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, when he faded away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see, and she didn't want to lose the children as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think I fried my asshole.
Yeah, Peter.
Yes, sorry, my apologies. Oh,
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
It's a bullshit face, fucker. That one was massive. Right, no.
Sorry, the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, no.
No.
We're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes,
Bloody hell.
we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Oh, shit.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
Oh, complete. Fucking hell. Broadcast complete. New challenge unlocked. Live and spooky DLC unlocked. Cool. Some E's, fucking hell. Last time I seen that many E's was at Wikipedia. Oh, unbelievable. You have received a significant reduction to pay. Oh, bollocks. Current wealth. What is money? Let's check out the broadcast.
Before we join Jeremy and the team, there's just time for a brief look at what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 6:30, it's a brief history of Sports Board, where Patrick Bannon will be taking a look at the surprising rise of this spectacularly popular new sport. That's followed by a repeat of the live National Sports Board final at 7:30 p.m. and again at 8:15 p.m, 9 p.m, and 9:45 p.m. At 10:30, it's a world premiere of Channel 1's television adaptation of smash hit schools musical Hey, Friendship, a touching and relevant tale of a 13-year-old girl from a modern family trying to adapt to the horrors of life in the old school system. It's another chance to view the Sports Board final at 11:45 before the weather and close down at midnight. But first, it's time for the National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson and Megan.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative, a mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first movement of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
A house divided, trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month.
Great vision
now.
mixing as
Embittered
usual.
Doctors Ingrid Horsborg and David Wong announced today that they're considering two possible options to end the growing tensions.
Since splitting into two opposing camps on day 4 of the expedition, relationships between the factions and their leaders have only worsened.
To avoid escalating conflict, the two rival leaders are discussing partitioning the cavern into two clearly delineated areas, rumoured to be named Wongstown and Sporsborg and Horgan's Boardwalk.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Fallen angel, notorious addict Johnny Handsleeves seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public concern over his mental and physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Let's hope that the team at the Gentle Touches Rehabilitation Centre can help Johnny get back to his former glory. Johnny's family
Good
have
luck,
asked
Johnny.
mercy during this difficult time. We'll have reporters at the clinic around the clock, so you don't...
Is his once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today.
Definitely getting better at the vision mixing.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
If men had to take the pill, oh, they'd be getting pregnant all the time.
Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board Final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News. Is it raining outside?
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old Timmy Tadlock. Like so many of those
I was all confused when I was doing this bit, so I can't even remember what was going on at this point. That's how distracted I was.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station
The same multi-skilling, it's not for geezers.
may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of the Nightly News team, we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're bloody lucky we're spending any time with you at all, after what you lot did. Irresponsible. Was this anyway?
It's all right. Wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy.
What's happened?
Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest
You can tell
editor
that
of
she's
the
putting that
Sunset
northern
National
accent on.
Enquirer for no reason.
You can just
So,
tell.
Timmy, can you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was
The
it
mother, I
tree?
mean.
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes, that'll be the fur. It's scented with hoof.
I was so excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm, like our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend." But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be, for just $89.99. and then it's a general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Look careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there.
staring at me?
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And with his glasses...
Look at the Hello Neighbour
Too many eyes,
poster
Robin.
on the wall.
And what's the last thing you remember? Darkness overtook you.
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic.
Oh.
Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite
you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera, trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal
questions,
again?
and now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all three of his eyes.
Calm down your
Three of his eyes.
Your parents will ever really love you again.
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on, Nick. Come on,
Mr.
No, your poster, your favourite poster, Timmy. Are you okay? Oh.
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation.
I'm pleading,
Back
am
to
I
you.
not?
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington.
Where are we next?
Days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National
Oh,
Nightly
she'll
News
get in
mark,
trouble
you
for
should
this.
see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
Do you suffer from benign prostate enlargement? Come on. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris, sporting legend. I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars, a bidet, and an enlarged prostate gland. Your prostate is a small gland about the size of a cherry tomato, located between your penis and your wee bag. If the prostate becomes enlarged, it can put pressure on the bladder. This can cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry, me and the doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes. And that's okay. If you're worried about your swollen bum sack, book an appointment, for God's sake. Procedure is easy, it's quick, and it's not gay. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris. Rectums, check them.
Ah. The lockdown.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen. Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look
I don't know what to friggin' do.
See? They're all over it, little bastards.
What the fucking hell was then?
Full charge to clear
What are they?
The big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers. Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Quickly, Alex, fry it! Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be.
Everything looks a little bit different.
I expect you to know the
A
difference.
little bit, I don't know.
Of course, Megan's place looked lovely.
Why does
But
it
I
look
can't see
different?
Can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
And she says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry
Okay, let's have a good broadcast, guys.
4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefox? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs are only ankle height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly.
Also, it's them what's on the antenna.
Bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehugs' batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become Alex,
Oh, I know, I'm trying to get the little bastard.
Seems to be taking his own unique approach to being locked in.
Since checking into rehab, not much has been heard from the former role model, but this latest photo leaked by another resident today seems to confirm that all might not be well at Gentle Touches.
It seems that paranoia may have overtaken the residents of the infamous rehab clinic, which this morning declared itself an independent state, claiming it had more than enough sponges to last till next Christmas.
The shape of things to come. In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid
Like I ain't got enough to do.
and their unfortunate
I've got to fucking fry Furbies now.
to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Sporsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination. With a recent version, Helvetica's Sporsborgen-Wongen spore, the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Sporsborgen.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Generators up and running again, and not a peep from the boys' side in days now. They don't seem to have the ability to be able to focus on more than one thing. It's fascinating.
Oh, this
They're monkeys,
bloody thing.
basically, flinging their feces around and playing with themselves. We've got a choice of spas our side, and the best facilities we've ever seen. In 28 years down here, all they've managed to invent is a pointless
Not again.
run, kick ball, and some kind of snack called a rock wish. Mum says if it wasn't for their sperm, we could probably
Bloody
do without
hell.
them. And our top people reckon that we'd be able to
Fuck off, Furbies.
So there's that. Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
Everyone knows time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why baths take so long.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bath,
the quicker the relativistic forces of temporal causality will have a measurable effect upon the fixed dimensional parameters of your environment.
Yes, I've said that many times.
Papers, please. With the lockdown becoming ever more rigorously enforced, having a passport is becoming increasingly important, Alex.
The government caused controversy today by announcing a fresh charge of passport fraud with an imaginative form of punishment for those found guilty of this brand new but incredibly serious crime.
In what's being called a draconian measure, the government has reinstated the ancient right of trial by custard. Just like in the old days,
Trial by
if you
custard?
float, you're executed on the spot. But if you sink, well, you'll go well with profiteroles, Jeremy.
And Advance speaks out. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this day to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled
That
out
was
that question,
countdown for.
Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Is it commercial?
Let's play that statement.
You know, I went to the park last night with a couple of mates for a beer or two, and you know, I am the fucking Prime Minister, so who's gonna stop me? Anyway, the rules aren't for me, they're for tossers like you. And so you come whinging around asking me why I didn't do
No, on top of this, I've got my cat trying to come up to me for cuddles. Like, seriously.
It's usually I find better to
Oh,
be seen
fuck.
doing something, even if that something is a complete fucking waste of time, like a referendum. And I am doing something.
We're going to fail this broadcast.
Definitely helps. It sorts me
These
thinking about
bastard things.
like why Mrs. you, and why you lot can't take a fucking simple instruction. I mean, what the fuck have I got to do to make you listen? Right around the countryside in a big fucking white horse, slicing the little shit to pieces with a big fucking sword. Do a jigsaw.
Bastard Furbies.
Take a pair of scissors to that god-awful picture you've got of your mother-in-law in the hallway. Take a small enough species. You take it the best part of a weekend, a big fucking toll on your marriage. Or take up a hobby. Try shocking yourself repeatedly. Or masturbation. That's quite popular at the moment, apparently. And if you still got the urge to go outside, take a big bastard hammer and nail your fucking feet to the floor and start work on repairing that picture and your fucking marriage.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz.
Quiz.
Simply because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Rimington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
Don't, why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh. Is it commercial time? Oh, bastard. Lockdown special news.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Rimington's Fist, internationally respected business Bengali, Sophia Rimington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
The voice seems to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have sought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love would have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future? Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner just wiggle and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson, the passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today, to tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its far under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehug in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next-generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then? I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Are they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah.
Way too much
These are
going
not
on.
toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was that all right?
Oh, yes, that was exactly what we did.
Always a book to be made, Trophy earned.
We should make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
Hey, it's Dave again.
I've decided to come home. Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
Oh, bollocks. I've taken over your job now, son. Right, what's coming up? Is this the last advert?
Protect network equipment at all costs. We have literally hundreds of employees, but our budget is limited. We ask you to do the right thing and value our property over your personal safety. If you're working from home, please refrain.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. You said it, I've said it. He must know, he's not stupid. I just don't want it getting back to him that it came from us. Hey,
Bastard
no, Jenny.
things.
You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together. It's gonna work. We'll get him. I've made the cake, you're on the balloons. Got no idea how old he is. 40? 17? Yeah. Okay, coming back. In 5, 4, 3... Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Ruth. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation.
Oh, fucking, am I supposed to concentrate?
Our respected academic, Katie Brightman, and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was
What's
so
up?
sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax?
You tell them.
Can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys?
Hang on a minute.
That's a lot of people. And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit!
Well, then I must be wrong.
Are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or to push a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease. Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance
The same house.
are amassing an army. Amassing an army to kidnap us.
That's you. That's what you sound like.
I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
Not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for
Alan,
joining
I'm
me.
getting my...
Some real food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
I don't care less. I don't care what anyone says.
Reasonable today, which really contributed to the...
Also, you're going to invoice me. I want to get paid back for the gap.
Someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Bannon. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. But my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist, whose full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice, and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh, God. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign, it says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh, yeah, that's strange. That's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue. I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom, technically, but, you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's, you know, it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
He's frightened of the Furbies.
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, fuck, it does. Oh, fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you? Oh, shit. Fucking, listen to me, you bastards. If you're out there, just piss off, you little fucking snuggle fucks. I'm too talented to die. What the hell? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Hold on.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off.
What the fuck?
Patrick? Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be hoping to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right. Yeah, I haven't delivered. Yes, it's a banana avenue.
Push yourself to your absolute limit with occupational hazards.
Oh. Where is it? What is going on?
At your nearest workstation now. Every week you'll receive a high-quality electric current of increasing voltage directly through your body until you lose consciousness. Don't miss this shocking offer. It really is the frying of a life.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I don't have to. No, you're being a child. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. No? No? Oh, 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight, we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people thought it's not our job to entertain the public.
Just still have to get rid of him up there as well.
Other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win. And who will National Nightly lose?
National Nightly, National Nightly, National Nightly lose.
So, how do we play? Well, about playing, it's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny.
Hi. Oh, you.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that actually. Yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah. You called during nap time, so.
Of course.
This game, man.
So,
It's unbelievable.
how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else, yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Thank you.
Me. What is that?
This.
Where is it?
She's turned off the trip switch, Alex.
Oh, bloody hell.
Nice.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love...
Oh, you little bastard.
She's turned something off at the plug, Alex.
Oh, good. Oh, little bastard.
I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts.
What's he showing me over here?
When is my
Oh, shit.
birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said, what is my favorite color?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct. The color of my nipples.
Oh,
My star sign.
oh. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Human understanding of the cosmos.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Unbelievable. That is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question.
He's pointing to over here.
Which of course means you
Oh,
lose
bollocks.
and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant?
What's going on? What's going on? Oh, what? Piss off! Little bastard, Furby bastard.
Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, me darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? Wait, was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Oh, the little bastard. Let's turn the speakers off.
I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, among others.
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
They may have closed the theatres, shut the studios, and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy
Got another 10 minutes to go.
artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home. Costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way.
What the fucking fuck?
Paris, I'm a huge
Oh, for fuck.
Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We've got time,
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not.
Fuck
I
off.
have to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well,
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
people still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you?
Oh, bloody hell.
Yes, I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something.
Where is it? Oh, that little bastard. What? Oh, for fuck! What a pisser.